1:45. Sun's beating on it pretty good now. I had my shirt off, but it's starting to burn. I got all the long ones done, the 3. I just got 4 more short ones to do, and the post, but I'm not going to do the post till I get everything put together, because I'm going to have to bring my mill up and rip them down some, I think. I changed my mind. I think I'm going to lap them. This one will go in here. This one will be overhanging. The next one will come out over this one. Not much, just a couple, 3-4 inches. Just to be less fooling around, because if I 45 that shape there is different than that shape. So if I round that out, I'll have to round it out going all the way down, and I've already trimmed them some. You see my lines there. I put some marks just to get them a little bit even. They're around 7, 7.5, 7 3/4. That's how much thickness, that's how much it's going to be laying on each log. See my marks there too. Just so I could shape them a little bit with the router or the planer. That one's got no marks because it's about 7, so I didn't put any marks on it. So, like I said yesterday, I think it's got a bolt down the first round, and the next round's gonna get screwed down. Or I might just drill holes and put 3/4 inch dowels down there, like I did with my house. My house got every 4 feet, I put a dowel down on the corners, and then next 4 feet, put another dowel. Yeah, it's good temperature here now. I'm gonna go in for a bite to eat. Come back out and have another go at it. I get my logs done. I get some help. I need help here to get those down over those rods once I drill the holes. But after that, I'll just have to block it up in stages to get them up under if no one's around. At least I can just lay them on top of each other. Yeah. I just got the tarp there because I put it down over here in the evening, so just if it rains, it won't stay in on my concrete, because I got this all glued around now, so there's nowhere for the water to get out. So got them all shaped, the ones I got done. You're some nosy. He hears me talking, you gotta figure out what's going on. Just got those 4 more left to do, and the posts and the beam, but the posts and the beam won't get done till after I get these put in place. Yeah. The roof is gonna go up to there, along there, so far as there, out this way. It takes out the camera. Here he comes. We're calling for rain today, so it hasn't yet. A couple pecks. So, working on the last log for the walls, and I got posts left there and my beam. But I got to do. You see, they're not. I don't know if the camera pick it up, but you can see they're not uniform, right? So I'm using about 7 inches. I mark them off. Right there, 7 inches. So I use it as a guideline to try to keep all the seams the same. This one's a bit over. but this one is not quite 7, so I'll have to match him up with another one that's not quite that much, or either that, the next log that goes on, I'll have to take more off, and that's what I'm doing with this one. See how he's rounded up? So I'm taking that off because he's kind of 7 inches all the way along that side, but this side I had to take a nice bit off right here to getting down to about 7.5. So I'm working on taking this meat off just to try to kind of make them all the same. So it's a little bit of work to them. So I never think about videoing while I'm actually working on it, because I don't know, it's just, I put it on a tripod because it's noisy too. So using a square too, like to square up this side, the 3 sides, and one on this side. So I had to plane that down too. On this end, I'm just basically cleaning it up. So now I got to take a bunch of meat off of this. So this is the worst one I had. That one was kind of one-sided too. You see how this one's one-sided. Caves down. That's not too bad. Doesn't take too long. It's just a bit of fooling around. That one don't look too bad there now. I don't need them perfect. I'm just trying to get the big humps out of them so they don't stand out when I put it on the wall. And that side over there is going to be a door going there, so it's going to be 3 feet of it cut out or so. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to whittle a little bit more off there and call her good for now. I think I'm going to have to tweak them a bit when I start putting them on. because I didn't take the twists out of them. I tried my best, but as they're drying, they're cracking open, so they're not really, they're dry, but they're still cracking a bit. I had them covered up, so you see how far my mark is down from up here. So I just tapering it off. So when the next log goes on there, right. I didn't take too much off of that. So I gotta sand that all off now, because you see all the little ripples. So that's the last one. Like I said, not much sun today, but it's humid, muggy. Not a draft of wind here now. I couldn't go no further to the shop. This wasn't planned. I was never planning on putting anything here, but I had sat rot in one of that second log there, and the ants got into it. And I dug it out, and then I had a big patch I had put back there with another piece of wood, so it never looked the same. So I figure if I put this there, then I could eventually cut this out and walk up into the place, put the wood stove in there, eventually go on up outside the peak and box this all in. I'm not sure stone would look good on it, but I got to tear all this stone off because it was shale and it's just falling off anyway. There was no way to keep it there because it was thin, and then it was shaling off, so I got some better stone. I'll show you. I'm going to turn off the camera first because easier to upload when it's short clips to the laptop. Black-eyed Susans. I had a bunch, I didn't know where to put them. Chard, carrots, turnip, potatoes, carrot. These were bunching onions that were left in all winter, so I'm letting them go to seed. Stuck some peas in there, carrots, black-eyed Susans, and some peas there. Mosquitoes. So this is my wood shed back in my shop. I got finished this too. I sawed some siding there spring. So I've been collecting these up, bringing so many home, a wheelbarrow home on my shift. So these are, I think they're limestone or something. I just gotta, I was gonna put them on my fire pit and give them a try, see how they are for heat. Because I might use them for, I keep saying I'm gonna build a sauna sometimes. That hasn't happened yet, but be nice. Corn's doing good, I think. It's hip high there. This is knee high by the 4th of July, and today is the 13th. So, yeah. I got potato balls on my potatoes already. Not very many, but the flowers are falling off. So I couldn't come no closer to my shop because you got to be certain distance away from your house. So the door is going to be right here, but I think I might put a roof over, just a hanging roof there, just to protect. That's why nothing's framed out there, because eventually going to take that window out, maybe. This one here's got the seal broken out, so I figure I put that one over there. Yeah. Never a dull moment. Always a project around here. You got no other choice. Even keeping up the land is a chore. Yep. Okay, back at her. Just getting ready to cut this log to length and try to drill the holes. That one's for the washer. The other one I had wasn't big enough. Not quite. So I'll use this expandable one. See how that works. Yep. Just like to say on this sunroom build, this is not exactly how you do things. I've done my own thing ever since I've started out here. And how I build things determine what tools I got, what I can afford, what I have on hand. So you make it work. So I put this log in there and I blocked it up, pushed it in tight to the wall. I had to knock off more rock here just so I can get it in tight because I don't want too much seam there. I'm gonna caulk it all and glue it, but so I leveled it and leveled those bolts a little more, give them a tweak, put a nut on there and give them a smack with the hammer so they're level. So then I measured in from the inside into the pressure treated to get my mark. I just pushed the log in up tight to the bolts and made my marks halfways down the bolt, you know, center of the bolt. Asian longhorn beetle. Here comes Nosy. So I'm getting ready to drill it here now. Got that expansion bit under. We'll see how it works. Drill down so far because I got a countersink these threaded rod so the next layer don't touch it. I might have to cut them off some. I imagine I probably will. They look fairly close, but that one looks above over there. You want them down some anyway because these logs are probably going to shrink some more. This is hot and sunny. I don't know if it's just me, but seems like that sun is brighter than usual. Whew. It was 40 degrees in my greenhouse Celsius.